Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 9 of our Infitech 2 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. This episode we're going to be taking a look at the base I've been building, and then we're going to start getting into steel, so stay tuned. Welcome back. I figured I'd bring you guys out here. If you're on my Twitter or my Facebook or happen to be in any of the groups that I'm in on Facebook, you may have got a sneak peek last night of what I've been building over here, and this is where our base is actually going to be. If you notice, it's just a little island out here, and we're eventually going to change over the whole island, or hopefully the whole island. What I built here last night took, I don't know, I mean, I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep, so I was up like really late working on all this, and cooking up a ton of stone and nether brick. But basically we've got like a big dock here, and this is actually going to be the smaller of two docks that connect over to this island. Like right over here is going to be the main dock. Might even have like a big like elaborate gate and stuff right in there. I'll actually take you over there in just a second to check it out, but I don't know why it always does that. When I park the boat right there, I can get right out of the boat right onto the dock here, but my boat just, I don't know, I guess it crashes and sinks. But anyway, and actually right over there is eventually going to be a lighthouse that we're going to set up. These are Project Red illumination lanterns. Let's see. Open up the thing here for the inverted light gray. It's just circuit plate, which is just cooking down stone. Then you've got just glass panes, gold nuggets, redstone torches, and then this light gray Illumar, which is probably the worst part because I had to farm up a ton of light gray dye. The bone meal wasn't bad. It was just mainly farming squid, which didn't take too long. But and these are just item barrels from Project Red. It's just mainly wood and a little bit of iron. They work kind of like Java barrels, but I've just kind of got them set up for decoration, because this is going to be like almost like a supply dock, for the island here. And then I just cooked up a ton of netherrack. There's like a big section of the nether that's all cut out where I farmed up netherrack, because I looked and looked and couldn't find a nether fort to get my brick fences from. So, and then just dark oak with chiseled stone bricks there. So, and then this chest is just all junk I was using when I did all this, and some of the stuff that I mined up in there. If you notice, I have a bunch of gold here. There is a lot of gold. There's actually a bunch of cave systems that connect into this. So yeah, the front here is not set in stone just yet, but I mean, I might end up changing it, but I kind of like it. I just had to, by this point I was starting to run out of resources, so I was like, yeah, stone works good. And then in here I was like, cobblestone, let's chisel some cobblestone. But if you notice down below us there, we can actually come up here, there's quite a big cave system that runs through this place, up through that way, up that way connects back over here and goes into like a dead end. And then yeah, here's some of the gold, and then that's just kind of a dead end. But down here, if you notice, there's another mine that's full of something I haven't got down there yet, because yeah, if you notice, there's always a bunch of mobs down there. And then I've just kind of dug this area out. It's probably going to be like our I'm not sure, it might be our steam room. I was going to start moving the steam stuff over, but I don't have access to any kind of a portable tank, and I'm not going to make a bunch of buckets to try to carry like however many millibuckets of steam that's in there. So So I haven't got everything moved over just yet. I'm hoping between next episode and this one to maybe get all that stuff moved over. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed this pack doesn't have any of the big ship mods. Oh, by the way, before we leave this area, if you notice, there's chickens all over the place. They are attracted to this dock for some reason. And that's actually how I got this... these accents on the side of the stone here is just cut down. It's microblocks holy stone. So I thought it looked pretty good, and with the amount of chickens that I'm getting around here, I don't know what it is, but they love this dock, and so I've just been killing the chickens and using the holy stone to you know, do those accents and stuff. Plus, that's pretty much how I ate while I was over here. That and these water gardens that are over here. But yeah, we'll go on around here. I've traveled inland some. It's just really dense jungle right now, with, you know, these mountain spikes around it. But, and what, funny story, when I was over here building this, I actually brought our blast furnace over here and set it up because I don't have access to any kind of a chunk loader. So I was like, I need to be making steel, and yeah, I just brought that over there with me. But yeah, right here is going to be the main dock that connects into the island. It'll be a little bit bigger, a little bit more elaborate, and probably a little bit more busy. We might even try building like a big ship or something and setting it here in like the little harbor area, and then maybe making like a wall that comes out and like a gate or something at some point. And then it's just going to go inland. It's not going to go into the mountain. It's going to have like a big, you know, staircase that goes up and connects inland there. So that one that's over there is more like a service dock, I guess you could say. So but yeah, so that's the island. That's pretty much what I've got done so far. That dock took a long time. But it was mainly like the amount of stone that I had to cook up, and the amount of nether brick and stuff that I had to cook up, because those stone pillars, now the nether brick fences that are between the stone pillars that are like touching the water, those don't go under the water. However, the stone pillars do go all the way to the bottom. So it took quite a bit of stone. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I'm going to cut camera, and I will be back once we get back to our house. So I will see you. Alright, welcome back. I've got a bunch of steel cooked up. Yeah, about 1.5 stacks. So, I mean, that's how long I was over there working on that dock, because this thing's not the quickest, and I don't quite have the bronze yet to make a second one. But this thing has ran pretty much the whole time that I was over there. So the first thing we're going to want to do, I actually completed a quest right here to get the like 16 steel. So we'll go ahead and turn that in. We'll take the material bag and see what we got here. Copper. Alright. We'll also go ahead and do this magical steel. So if you want to create your steel with magic, that way you can do that. Let's see here. I know I cooked up some more iron. No, I didn't. Okay, let me grab this iron out of here. I've had that macerator running. Basically, we still got a bunch of this crushed iron ore, but it takes a little while to cook that because it cooks it in nuggets. So, alright. So, to make magical steel in the cauldron, it's basically going to require quite a bit of ordo. So, let me see here. Gotta figure out what would be the best source of ordo for us. Like I said, you can open up your aspects of magic here and just flip over to Ordo, and you can see everything that you found that contains Ordo. So I almost think the wax combs would probably be the best method. Let's see, how many do I have in here or out here? Oh yeah, a bunch. And then I've got a bunch in a chest there too, so. Alright, I need to actually replace these really quick. Which, they're not too bad to do that. Oh, you know what? I already had grubs on me. There we go. Alright. Get these set in. And these wax combs contain 2 Ordo. Yeah, I think we'll use the wax combs instead of the honeycombs. So, let me see here. To make ourselves this, it's going to require it's candleberries, but how much does it take? I'll tell you what, we might not be able to do that yet, because I haven't been doing my research. Okay, well, we'll hold off on that because yeah, I've kind of been bad. I spent the whole night building and didn't think to do some more research. So basically, if you do want to do it, it just takes, I can't remember exactly how much Ordo, but it just takes a few pieces of Ordo and then an iron nugget for each steel nugget. I think it's like, I want to say it's 2 Ordo per, but I could be mistaken on that. But you'll just throw, like those wax combs work well, throw it in there, 1 per nugget, and that'll get you the steel. So, but anyway, what we're going to get started on today is actually going to be the Chapter 2 here, the Age of Steel, because getting into steel machines and stuff will be a very nice step up for us. So we're going to need some of these we're going to need a brick steel hull and an LV machine casing. So let me go ahead and grab this steel out here. And I've got some bricks as well. So the brick steel hull is 5 steel plates with the bricks. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. And that'll give us that. Let's just yeah, go in that spot. Alright. Then our steel plates, and that'll get us the bricked hull. Now the LV one is a bit more, there's a bit more to it. For that one we're going to need 2 wrought iron plates, a steel plate, an LV machine casing, and 10 cable. So let's go ahead, we'll start with the LV machine casing. So we're going to need 8 steel. And there we go. And then the wrench, right? I do believe. Alright, and that gets us the LV machine casing. Which is what, okay, that's what we need for the quest, my bad. So we'll go ahead and grab the material bag. And let's actually see, is it a tier 2? Yeah, that's a tier 2 material bag. So this should be out of the copper and tin stage. Well, no, we got tin, but hey, I actually want some tin because I want to set up another one of those steel, those blast furnaces. So, alright, so next up on our quest book is high pressure, but they want us to make the high pressure lava boiler and the high pressure coal boiler. Now, yeah, see, the high pressure boiler produces 2 times more steam, but it does consume fuel fat. Hey, I'm trying to talk. It consumes fuel a bit faster. Considered the high pressure coal boiler is considered one of the most efficient coal boilers there is. Lava boilers are similar to coal boilers, but instead of coal, it consumes lava, produces steam at an excellent rate of 30 millibuckets per tick, making this boiler the most powerful steam boiler of this era. You can pump lava in with fluid pipes, or insert sails or buckets into its slot. Again, as with other boilers, do not let them run out of water, they will go boom. Okay, so to craft those, let's take a look here. For the high pressure coal boiler, just refined or steel plates, bricks, and a furnace. That's not bad at all. Oh, what is it? Okay, yeah, it's just one. For some reason I was thinking there for a second that it was 2 of those, but alright, so we'll get our steel plates here. We're gonna have to make another hammer. I did make up a bunch more wrought iron because I had pretty much wiped it out making like picks and stuff, but we'll go ahead and make another one of those really quick. Another one of these hammers. Alright, and then for the lava boiler, it's just going to be steel plates, glass, and that brick steel hull that we made. So, is it 4 pieces of glass? No, 3 pieces of glass. Okay. And then, how many? Okay, 5 steel plates here. And there's that. Like this. Alright, and that gets us our lava boiler. And we'll go ahead and place these down and take a look at them. I'll tell you what, let me see here. I'll just set them up like this. Works for me. I wish these bronze pipes weren't... I wish they'd let us see through them, you know. Alright, so the coal boiler here, let's throw some coal in there and see how fast it produces. Oh shit, you know what? I really don't need to be doing that because it doesn't have water. Whoops. Okay. Now it's got a bit of water. It's actually kind of hard to tell how much steam it's producing. I wish they had like a UI. And then of course this one we can just put lava into, but I don't have like a lava setup. I'm curious actually. I can't remember if this pack... Okay, this pack does have the drums from Extra Utilities. A little bit expensive, but not too bad. So we'll probably end up making one of those for lava collection to use. Alright. Yeah, it didn't produce any, but I think that's probably because the temperature's not up, so... Yeah, I'm trying to use up all that steam in there, so I'm going to try not to run those too much right this second. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on with the quest book here. Oh, that one we got 10... No, more than 10 steel. And we got nickel. I will take it. So, wiring... Let's see... Yeah, this is when we start getting into electricity, which we've already got our cutters, but let's go ahead, we'll make the 10 wirings and the 10 red alloy wires. So, let me see here. Okay, the 10 wire, it's a 10 plate. Oh man, it's a 10 plate per wire. That is a terrible ratio. Terrible. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and do it. So we're gonna need, oh man, we're gonna need 20 10 ingots. That's a little bit inefficient. And where did it go? There we go. There's our 10 wires, our 10 wires. And then the red alloy wire, red alloy plates, which is red alloy ingots, which is red alloy nuggets. How do we get this? I want to say it has to do with using redstone. Huh. Let's see, Project Red. Huh, okay. I guess we could get a crate, probably. Plasma arc furnace. Arc furnace. How do you get these red alloy dusts? Is there a thing here for putting redstone into... No. Okay. I don't know. I'll try to I'll try to figure that out in just a second. They want us to make 8 magnetic iron rods, 10 rings. Okay. We'll go ahead and make those 10 rings because those aren't too bad. We're just gonna need we're gonna need the file. I have a feeling that now that we're getting into is my file gone? Did I break it? Okay, maybe I broke it. I'll have to make another one. I have a feeling that now that we're getting into, like, you know, electrical power some, it's going to be a bit expensive and a bit tedious because we're going to have to make all these, you know, all these different pieces for, like, everything. Rotors and shafts and wires and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So, alright, get our 10 rods, then we'll just hammer those down. That gets us the 10 rings. So, two bolts per one rod. Okay, so fun times here right now. Okay, there we go. I guess we'll go ahead and get these. And the saw gets us our bolts. And all these tools and stuff, I'm just always out of space, it seems like. We're going to put that machine casing in there right now. Okay. F this. 2 10 bolts are needed to be filed into a screw. Let's see, where did my... There they go. How did it... Well... Oh. I don't know what I was doing. So we got our 10 screws. Oh man. Now that you have all the necessary pieces, you can craft 10 rotors. They're used in a lot of machines and components, so don't be afraid to make too many. You can never have too many 10 rotors. Okay. So the 10 rotors are... Oh my god. Cool. They want 10 of these. We're going to need 40, so 80, 10. Yeah, I don't even have nearly that much. Let's check, actually, the shop here. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. We're going to use a few of these credits and get these opened up here. How does this go? There we go. Okay, that's probably still not enough, is it? No. Not at all. Okay, let's get some more 10 here. We're going to get these 10 rotors done. Okay. That should be enough now. Oops. There we go. So yeah, we've got enough now to make that. Okay. And now we can set this up here. So we're going to need, okay, the 10 rings in the middle there, the 10 screws, and then we're going to need the file and then the wrench, like that. No, we need the screwdriver. Oh man, and it's, I hate not having a crafting bench that will keep the inventory, because situations like this. Alright, so let's get this back set up here. Oh, I'll switch these. Okay, so we got our 10 rotors now. That was horrible. That was so many materials for that. But hopefully we'll get some of them back or something with this. We'll get the material bag as always. And what did we get? Oh, it looks like nickel. And I think iron. Yeah, iron. Okay, so I'll take that. So now that we got that done, oh, it wants us to make all this different stuff. So the magnetizing, the magnetic iron rods, let's see how you make those. And by the way, this will be the only time I craft this stuff on camera. We won't do this every time. The magnetic iron rod, a saw with a long magnetic iron rod. That's okay, that's 2 magnetic rods. Okay, so we're just going to use a file on a magnetic iron ingot. Or a pig iron rod. Or wrought iron or iron for redstone. Oh, once we get some of these machines going, all this stuff's going to be a lot easier. So how do we get magnetic iron? Magnetic iron nuggets, of course. And those are crafted. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to use the redstone recipe. How much? I don't have any redstone. Cool. I've got redstone ore. There's a big redstone deposit down there. And we can macerate it for the crushed redstone ore. Impure pile of redstone dust. I hate some of these recipes. Alright, so if we get this impure redstone dust, can't we just clean it? I can't recall. Alright, let's see. Yeah. yeah, we can just clean it. It's going to take a while, so I'm going to cut camera right here, and I'll be back once I get all this redstone cleaned off and everything. So I will be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. I finally got that done. If you notice, I had to use up all the water in my tank and then have to still go get some. Basically what you're going to want to do for that is put your, well, I don't have any more on me, but put your redstone ore into the steam macerator. Once that finishes, you're going to get this crushed redstone ore. Then you're going to have to take it and break it with a hammer. Just hammer on top and the redstone ore at the bottom. I broke my hammer, so I can't show you. I actually broke my hammer, made another one, and then broke it again. So it took quite a bit. But that's going to get you this impure pile of redstone dust, and then you can just throw it into a cauldron, and then you'll get your redstone dust. So I finally got that done, and I also got this red alloy ingots. So the way you make that, it was in the recipe list. It was just kind of back in the alloy smelter stuff. Just throw a copper ingot and 4 redstone into the alloy smelter, and that'll get you the red alloy ingots. So that was quite expensive, because you're talking 80 redstone for that. So but anyway, we can go ahead and jump into making our red alloy wire now. So we're gonna want plates. I don't have a hammer. Let me make another hammer. I got some sticks somewhere in here. Well, oh, right here. Okay. So, but you are going to need quite a bit of redstone for those 2 quests. I mean, granted, it's not a whole lot of ore, honestly, but it does take a long time to process it and wash it and all that. It's just very, very, very time consuming. So, yeah, it's not a lot of fun. But we finished that quest for the red alloy wire. Now we just want to make our magnetic rods. So let's do that really, really quick. Is this not correct? Oh, that's right. It was, we need to make a rod and then add the redstone to it. So, but luckily, once we get some more machines and stuff, making all this stuff's going to be a bit easier. So, we do have that to look forward to, I guess. I'm going to throw all this extra redstone stuff in there. Okay. So we've got 2 quests completed, which means we finished out this chunk of stuff. So wiring, we've got that. Let's get our material bag, and magnetizing, also get our material bag. And let's see real quickly what we got. Bunch of copper and probably some other stuff here. Oh, we got gold and more copper out of that one. I will take it. Because I used up pretty much, well, it was the gold from over there. But I used up quite a bit of gold making those lanterns last night. It wasn't too bad, because it's only like 1 ingot per, but it still used a couple, and I didn't have a whole lot of gold, so yeah. So now we need to work on insulation, black carpet and string. I know we're getting kind of close to where we can start making machines, but yeah. So we've got this and that. We don't have, okay. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut camera once again and try to go get some of this stuff really quick, because I don't want you guys to have to sit and watch me mess around for the rest of the episode trying to find wool and everything. So I'll be back in just a minute once I get some wool and string. So Be right back. Alright, welcome back. It's been a little while since I recorded the last part. I ended up getting a bit of wool here, and I did a little bit of crafting stuff. I've got the wool from, the string from just compacting wool. So, and we'll give that just a second to finish up. I don't know if it's stuck. But anyway, these blaze rods, you can macerate them. And if, like, let's say you break down the blaze rod by hand, you're only going to get 1 blaze powder. If you do it with a mortar and pestle, you're going to get 2. But if you macerate it, you're going to get 3 from it. So I went to the nether, finally found a nether fortress, and so I got that stuff, or that those blaze rods there. So we're going to make something in just a second. But the first thing that we're going to make is, let's see, the carpet. Actually, I'm going to need some ink sacks. Okay, I don't know why it keeps locking up on that when I try to remove things. Alright. That gets us 6 wool. We'll get 9 carpet. It's more than what we need, but, you know, it's a start. So, for this insulation quest, we're going to have to now insulate the red alloy cable and the tin cable. The red alloy cable takes paper, so you can just wrap paper around it and get your insulated cables. And then, of course, your tin takes the carpet and also string. So, don't forget about that part. Let me see. Are these blaze rods done now? Yes. Alright. Let me throw this stuff into there, I guess. And now they want us to make 3 tree taps. But before we do that, let's go ahead and clear out some of our inventory here. What we're going to craft... so, okay. Throw that in there. What we're going to craft from, or with this blaze powder, is we're actually going to make an Eye of Ender. And then... oh, actually, you know what? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need to actually macerate up some more wool. So we'll give that a second. And while that's macerating, we'll continue working on this quest. So they want us to make 3 tree taps. We've only ever made the 1 because it served our purposes just fine. We didn't need rubber back then. It's mainly just for the torches, which a little bit of that goes a long way. So we'll go ahead and get our 2 tree taps, and that should... yeah, now they want us to do rubber me this. Oh, and make sure to also have plenty of sulfur ready. Okay, well, I don't have sulfur, I don't think. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that I don't. I have some impure piles, just one of them. Yeah, I don't think I have it. No, I've only got a couple pieces. So we might actually save that because I'm going to have to go find a bunch of sulfur. And I know the episode's actually running a little bit long. So probably next episode we'll jump into that. And we're actually getting to where we're going to start getting into the actual machine stuff before long, because I know electric motors, these basic circuits, stuff like that, you know, should be right before the machines. But next episode we'll be getting into making the molds and also setting up some electricity stuff. So, and I'm hoping by then we'll get moved over because I'd like to set all that up over there. So now that we've got our 4 pieces of string, what we're going to do, since I've noticed that we're going to need a lot of wool, it seems like, we're just going to take gold nuggets, put them around the corners, string on the inside, and then our Eye of Ender in the middle. That's going to get us the golden lasso. Now, the golden lasso is actually one of my favorite items. I love this thing. What we can do with it is, let's go out here to where I was getting wool from. And I actually just ended up crafting shears, which they're pretty much the same, except you use iron plates instead of just straight iron. And you have to use the hammer and file in the crafting recipe. But anyway, with this golden lasso, what you can do is any like passive animal like this, I don't actually think it works on hostile creatures. No, it doesn't. I didn't think so. Any passive creature like this, you can just right click it with the golden lasso and it's going to store that creature inside of the lasso. And then if we want to release it, we can just right click and let it go. And then we can pick it back up. This thing doesn't have any durability, it never breaks, none of that. So we can just freely, you know, store up our animals. So whenever we move over to that island, because I've noticed there's not a whole lot of wildlife on that island, we can actually take some with us and start breeding it. So, you know, we can tab over or mouse over this and it says we have a sheep in there. So, you know, that way we can get kind of, I want to get a wheat farm set up over there and a sheep farm so that we can start getting wool. And I'll probably dye a few of them black just so we have the black carpet to make the insulation for our 10 cables. Because getting wool otherwise it's just going to be a pain, you know, like we need to go ahead and step into a actual tree farm. So that's what we're going to do. But so we've got a lot of these machine items prepped. So I'll probably prep up, chances are I'll probably prep up a bit more wiring and stuff because I'm sure we'll use it. And hopefully next episode start dipping into electricity and upgrading our system. We did get these new boilers here. I'm not running them right now just because I actually want to run this steam out. So what I had been doing with it, it actually goes a long way, I've noticed, longer than I expected it to go. Yeah, I've got enough iron crushed up. But once that empties out, I'll get the steam stuff moved over, and hopefully next episode we will be over at the new base. So I apologize for not being over there this episode. I spent a long time working on it, but sometimes I'm a perfectionist about things, and I've spent forever on that. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments. I know when I released the sneak peeks onto Facebook and Twitter, I got a lot of really good reactions from it. But I want to know what you guys think, so please let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's very, very much appreciated. You guys have been doing a great job about it, and I just want to say thank you, you know, for all the support and everything. So until next episode, take care, and I will see you then.